Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of our Southampton career mode. Those of you that have managed to watch the first episode will remember our disappointing 2-1 home defeat at the hands of West Brom. Now we face a trip to London, to the Boleyn Ground, or Upton Park as you may still know it, to face a very tricky West Ham side. As we look at their lineup then, there is some real quality there. Former Barcelona centre midfielder Alex Song. You've got Enner Valencia with his pace and trickery, and the strength and determination of Andy Carroll up top will surely cause us some problems. Looking at our lineup now then, very similar to the team that started the opening first two games. Munir and Hesse both start out wide after some impressive performances. Straight from the off then, we look for a very positive start, getting the ball out to the wide man Munir. The Barcelona youngster jinked inside, 35, maybe 30 yards out, hit a ferocious left-footed strike that sailed just wide of the post. We look at the replay, we were very close to taking the lead after just 2 minutes. There was then an opportunity for the home side. A great 1-2 between Stuart Downing and Enner Valencia gave Downing the opportunity to hit a left-footed shot on goal, but it was equalled by Fraser Forster. The home side continued to apply pressure, and they had another opportunity just inside 20 minutes. Here we have Andy Carroll on the ball. He lays it off to Song, back to Carroll. Stuart Downing then feeds a good ball through to Enner Valencia, who turns his man with ease before firing his shot wide of the post. We were really struggling to get involved with this game. We couldn't get any possession, and West Ham here forced a corner. Mark Noble then whipped the ball in, and the man that met the ball is not known for his heading ability, but Stuart Downing very, very close to giving the home side the lead, heading just inches over the crossbar.
From the corner, and I think they've been working on that.
Very much as predicted.
We were much better in the second half, and we had the opening opportunity. Schneiderlin here winning the ball back for us. Hesse Rodriguez showing good footwork. He then found Schneiderlin, who played it to Victor Wanyama, who turned his man. Had a great opportunity, but could only power the shot wide of the post. As the second half went on, we began to find our rhythm. Munir on the right-hand side here with some nice footwork. He had very little option but to switch the ball to Hesse Rodriguez on the left. He picked up the ball, nice cut inside, continued to drive at West Ham. A space opened up before he threaded a beautiful ball to Graziano Pelle, who fired a shot past Jussi Laskelainen to give us a 1-0 lead just before the hour mark.
Well, the first goal is always important for any player, and that should...
You can see here it was a great run from Pelle. His first touch took the ball away from Collins before firing home. West Ham then had the opportunity to level the score immediately. Mark Noble, who was instrumental for them, again involved. He found Valencia. The ball found its way to Song before he passed it on to Nolan, who threaded the ball through to Downing. His right-footed shot was well saved by Fraser Forster. Then at the other end, Hesse Rodriguez continued to run at the West Ham defence and caused them problems, picking up the ball well inside his own half. This time he threaded the perfect through ball through to youngster Munir, who slotted the ball past Jääskeläinen to make it 2-0.
Right into the bottom corner.
That's the second goal in 2 games now for the youngster. We are hoping to sign him in a permanent deal in the summer. Look how composed that finish was, just inside the post. 2-0 to the Saints. Now that we had ourselves a 2-goal cushion, we decided to give the goal scorers a rest. We introduced Shane Long and Alvaro Vidal into the match.
He had a little glance up and he found that bottom left beautifully.
Both substitutes were involved immediately. Here as this West Ham attack comes to nothing. Dusan Tadic picks up the ball before threading Alvaro Vidal through on the right-hand side. He had the option to use his pace and take on James Collins, but instead decided to find Shane Long. And what about this for a finish?
Shane Long, that'll mean a lot to him, that particular goal.
Well, the first goal is always important for any player, and that should enable him to kick on and feel a lot more comfortable now.
Another superb strike, and you can see just how far into the top corner that was, giving Jussi Jääskeläinen absolutely no chance whatsoever. 3-0. And as the board went up to indicate 5 added minutes, we did have time to score again. Morgan Schneiderlin this time with the interception, threading Shane Long through. This time on his left foot, he fired past Jääskeläinen, making no mistake, showing what a good finisher he is.
And he's showing his new fans what he's made of.
You can see from the celebration just how much the striker enjoyed that. Coming off the bench to score 2, definitely staking a claim for a spot in the starting 11 for the next game at home to Newcastle United.
For an emphatic win. There's no coming back, I don't think, from this position, with the scoreline very one-sided this late in the game.
So that was the last action of a very eventful game, a superb 4-0 victory for us. Very pleased to put that disappointing defeat at the hands of West Bromwich Albion behind us. We look to kick on up the table and find a bit of momentum.
Super performance.
Confidence-wise, in terms of morale in the dressing room, this is going to serve them really well.
Now, with transfer deadline day fast approaching, we thought it was vital that we started negotiating with teams over potential transfer targets. Sergio Roberto, we had a £5 million bid accepted for him, but we were unable to agree personal terms. We were looking mainly to bring in a holding midfielder, just to give us that extra squad depth, and another centre-back would have been nice as well. William Carvalho, we had an £8 million bid accepted for him. Nabil Bentaleb, the youngster from Tottenham, £4 million we offered for him, which they accepted, so we began to negotiate personal terms with him. Our defensive target, our main target, was Angelo Ogbonna from Juventus. Now, obviously, we are well aware that we don't have the wage budget or the transfer budget to bring in all of these players. We couldn't agree personal terms with Ogbonna, so he was now out of the equation. But as you can see here, Carvalho did accept our offer, as did Nabil Bentaleb and Michael Carrick. So it was up to us which one of those signings we were going to confirm and which player was going to be joining us. We decided to stall them all while we were waiting for offers to come in for any of our players. We transfer listed Jay Rodriguez as we realised he will not be playing this season. Surplus to requirements, might get the odd run out in the Capital One Cup, but he certainly won't be a first team regular. Now, as you can see here, Nabil Bentaleb did decide in the end to go to Newcastle as the hours ticked down on deadline day. No offers were coming in for our players, so we did begin to panic, and we realised that with just 3 hours to go, it was time for us to confirm one of these signings. After thinking Michael Carrick probably was the best player of the bunch, we decided that with age catching up with him, we were actually going to confirm the signing of William Carvalho from Sporting Lisbon. Just 22 years old, he does have the potential to grow and really develop as a player. We hope he can make a real difference to our team. Really just Morgan Schneiderlin and Victor Wanyama, the only two established holding midfield players we have, so it's vital that we strengthened in that position. Now, the final 3 hours of deadline day ticked by without any other events. No offers coming in for players, no other players going out, no loans, no nothing. So just the one signing, £8 million, William Carvalho from Sporting Lisbon, which we were very happy with. Our next fixture saw us welcome Newcastle United to St Mary's. We decided to give William Carvalho his debut, bringing him in place of Victor Wanyama, who was in need of a rest anyway. One other change we thought we'd mention, Alvaro Vidillo come in on the right hand side to give Munir a rest, and actually another change, we put Shane Long in to the starting 11 after his good performance and 2 goals last time out. It was almost a dream start for William Carvalho, his header from a Jesse Rodriguez corner, well saved by Tim Krul. The next test for Krul was a 39-yard free kick from Dusan Tadic. It wasn't the most powerful effort, but it did cause the Dutch goalkeeper some problems. The visitors then had an opportunity of their own. We gave possession away in a very sloppy manner. Cheick Tiote passed the ball forward. We then gave possession away again. Cheick Tiote's ball headed down by Cisse. A good volley from Remy Cabella was well saved by Fraser Forster. Just before half time, we did have an opportunity of our own. Some patient build-up play here, sees the ball with Dusan Tadic. He finds William Carvalho, he lays it off to Schneiderlin. Some good footwork from him, but unfortunately his finesse shot was straight into the arms of Krul. There was one more opportunity for us deep into first half injury time. Alvaro Vidillo this time with some good footwork. His run carried on into the area before firing a shot wide of the post. As you can see from the slow motion replay, Tim Krul did have it covered and his shot was always curling away from goal. But very positive stuff from the youngster.
But they've got no reward for it.
Then came arguably our best opportunity of the game so far. A typical Southampton counter-attack saw Alvaro Vidillo involved. He chipped a ball over the top for Shane Long, who forced a very good save from the big Dutch goalkeeper, not for the first time today. Just after the hour mark, we had another opportunity to take the lead. Alvaro Vidillo again involved. He was having a very good game for us. Continued to drive directly at the Newcastle defence. This time Jesse Rodriguez made a run in from the left. His effort again matched by Tim Krul.
Kept it at 0-0.
After 2 goals in his previous 2 games, we decided to introduce Munir into the game. He come on for Tadic in the cam role, and just listen to the reception as he becomes the new fans' favourite. We continued to put Newcastle under pressure. This time a very clever corner routine found its way to left back Ryan Bertrand. He hit a fierce left-footed shot which hit the crossbar before going over, as close as we've come so far. We'd made a bit of a habit of counter-attacking teams so far, and this is how the breakthrough eventually did come. Jesse Rodriguez found space on the left. He played the ball inside. It was passed on to Shane Long before he touched it on one more to Vidio, who applied the finish. But unfortunately for us, the linesman had raised his flag and the goal was ruled offside. As we look at the slow motion replay, it was tight, but it is clear that it was the right decision. Very frustrating for us.
First time of viewing, I thought he'd timed his run perfectly, but on closer inspection, I think he was just a yard off.
Just moments later, Vidio was again involved in an attack. He found right back Nathaniel Klein, who went on a very good individual run before firing a shot left-footed, but again, Tim Krul kept us at bay. That turned out to be the final action of a very frustrating game for us, a match in which we dominated but we could not find a way past Tim Krul in the Newcastle goal. Some positives for sure though, 2 consecutive clean sheets, and we did pick up our first win last time out. Thank you very much for watching guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we'll have episode 3 coming up in the coming days for you. We end this episode with a look at the league table. As you can see now, we are in 6th place, but we have played a game or 2 more than the teams around us. The surprise package of the season is West Brom, 100% record so far, winning 3 out of 3. Surprise at the bottom of the table as well is to see that the 1 point Liverpool have got was the game against us at the opening game. Thanks for watching guys, see you again soon.